And we are live. What is up, everyone? Welcome on in. Happy Monday. I hope everyone's doing well, and I hope like my mic is not too loud. Yeah. What is up? Coburn at first. How are you, Coburn? Welcome on in. Hope you are doing well. Hope everything's well. Happy Monday. Yes, happy Francisco Monday. Yes, we are back to Ace Attorney. So, yeah, it's been like 3 weeks since we've like played this. So, yeah, let's just get into it. So, we're gonna be playing Ace Attorney maybe for the rest of January. We'll see how quickly we can go through these cases. I think there are 2 cases left for Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Yo, Tilted, what's up? Welcome on in. Good morning to you. Hope you're having an awesome Monday. Where was I? Yeah, Ace Attorney Investigations 2, last 2 cases. I would expect them to be a little long, so maybe the next 2 or 2.5 weeks we'll be playing this. Then after that, we'll dive into the Messenger. Dash gifted that to me last Christmas, so Dash, if you're watching, again, thank you. Then after that, in the first week of January, Civ 7 comes out, and we will be playing that. Tired, had the work job to do today, so you're around an hour away from home. Oh, alright. But hopefully everything's well. Yeah, back to work also earlier today, and yeah, I'm exhausted already. I need another 2-week break. I need a 3-month break, but I need the cash. Anyway, alright, let's just get into it. Oh my god, there's no audio delay. I so love this. I so love my new setup. No more audio delays. OBS CP utilization is like 4%, 5%. Previously, this was like in the 20s to 30s. And every time I switch windows, I can hear like the video capture delaying a bit, which is like contributing to the audio delays. Anyway, let's do this. Alright, you know what? No, okay, no, not you. Yep, let's do it from here. Episode 4, A Turnabout Forsaken. Alright, let's do this. Episode 4, A Turnabout Forsaken. It's behind my big fat head. Alright. I hereby call this meeting to order. Oh, hello. The committee is gathered here in the sight of the goddess to pass fair and frank judgment. Oh, it's Miles. The purpose of this hearing is to assess the professional competency of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Oh, that's Gavel's Gavel. Holiday question mark. Oh. Why are you wearing that raincoat? No! Ah! Oh my god, did they push Kay off the building? April 5th, 1:23 p.m. High Prosecutor's Office. Room 1202. Alright. Will you please stop pacing, Detective? You're kicking up dust. But I swept the floor 3 times already. Then sweep it a 4th. They're gonna take your badge, Mr. Edgeworth. How can you just stand there, cool as a cucumber? We don't know for certain that they will. Well, it sure seems that they mean to. Judge Cavell pretty much spelled it out. Truly, you are proving to be quite a threat to the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. As such, you give me little choice but to report back on your continued transgressions. No doubt you will be called to appear before the committee in due course. She said that I would be called to appear before the committee, nothing more. Well, I don't care. I won't stand for it. What if we never get to work together again? I'd have I'd have thought you would welcome the prospect, detective. All right. Okay, is my mic volume okay? I'm just double checking if like closed captions is working. Sometimes it's picking it up, sometimes it's not. Mic is clear. All right. After all, it would mean you could work with someone less problematic. Don't say that, sir. I've never heard anyone except that stupid committee say you're problematic. You're not just looking for an excuse, are you, to become a defense attorney, I mean? Because I won't let you. Closed caption seems to be stalled. Alright, yeah. I'm also noticing like the closed captions interface here that... Okay, it's picking this up. But yeah, it's picking it up sometimes, then probably if I speak too fast, then it's not. So I might need to pace my speech. Okay, alright. I just need to pace my speech. Alright. Your prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth. Prosecutory here. Paced my speech. Yeah, it's my accent. I'm sorry. The circumstances of my father's death set me on the path to becoming a prosecutor. But I'd only been interested in the law to begin with thanks to my father as well. And his work as a defense attorney. Are you going to keep fighting up crime as a prosecutor or help people as an attorney? Something tells me you've got a big decision ahead of you. Only you can answer. Are you listening, Mr. Edgeworth? I said I won't let you do this. Really, detective, there's no need to be so dramatic. Who knows, the next prosecutor you work with might be a little more lenient with your salary assessments. Huh? Really? So, no more instant noodles? I mean, no! What are you saying, sir? I don't care about any of that stuff. But you thought about it, didn't you? If only for a moment. We're busy in here. Come back later. Oh, wait. Okay. Hey there, is the prosecutor in? A prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Look, pal, what part of we're busy don't you get? Wait outside and I'll be with you in a bit. Ooh, that's not good. Your face is as red as a tomato. Tomato. Red face, gritted teeth. Let's see. Yeah, I said we're busy. Wait, that's it. Stomach cramps, right? No need to worry. It's nothing an injection can't cure. Now roll up your sleeve for me. It won't hurt much. Eek! No thanks, pal. I'm healthy as can be. And who might you be? Oh, sorry. I totally forgot to introduce myself, huh? The name's Needler. Florence Needler. I'm a nurse at Hertz Hospital. Well, nobody here is hurt, so are you sure you have the right room? Yeah, you're Prosecutor Edgeworth, right? Wow, those are some deep furrows in your brow. Are you feeling alright? Suffering from a severe headache? I could give you an injection that'll... I'll be fine, thank you. Could you please just tell us what you're doing here? Huh? Oh, sure. Well, it's like this. I brought somebody to see you. Wait right there, I'll go grab her. Wait. Too late. I wonder who she brought along. If she's here from a hospital, maybe it's a patient? Someone you cut down to size with your trademark rapier whip? And what exactly is that supposed to mean? See, that right there, sir. When you glare at me like that, I lose the will to live. You don't want to send me to the hospital, do you? Surely he's exaggerating. After all, that's the look I always give him and nothing happened so far. Sorry to keep you fellas waiting. Well, thoughts? Thoughts on what? You don't recognize me? There's something about her, something familiar. This had your name on it. So I thought, just maybe. So you really did. Don't be ridiculous, detective. But look, sir, your name's right here in the card. Public Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, plain as day. Be that as it may. I'm so sorry, What she's trying to say is, she has amnesia. Amnesia? Yes, at least that's what they tell me. Her parents must be so worried about her. I bet they've only been getting around 8 hours of sleep each night. You gotta feel for them. Do I though? Because that's quite a lot of sleep if you ask me. True. Whoa, tough break. But don't you worry, alright? Since you had his card, that means you really must know Mr. Edgeworth somehow. So just sit back and we'll take it from here, right sir? At the very least, we might be able to help you figure out your identity. Really? Will you? It's going to come down to what you remember, but yes. Now that's the Mr. Edgeworth I know. Don't worry, miss. You're as good as healed. Let's not get carried away here, detective. I'm a prosecutor, remember, not a miracle worker. Okay, can only present my badge. Let's present the badge. I'm sorry. I don't remember you well enough to accept a gift like that just yet. That's alright. I wasn't offering it to you anyway. Okay, who are you? Where do we even start? So, do you remember your name, miss? I'm sorry. She's been like this since she came in yesterday. So she's only been in the hospital for 1 day. No way, that's amazing. How did you figure it out so fast? How can one person be so emotionally draining? They found her wandering around late last night and brought her in. I wanted to help out, so I went through her stuff to see what I could find. And did you find anything apart from my business card? Nothing with her name or home address. Oh, wait a second. She was wearing this. It's a pretty unique design, right? Oh wait, this is Kay. This pin. What the heck? That Yatagarasu pin. Does that mean... But it can't be. Kay, is it really you? Kay? Yatagarasu pin data jotted down in my organizer. It's you, isn't it, Kay? I'm Kay? Come on, Kay, you really don't remember? Look, it's me, Gummy. That's what you always call me. Gummy? But you're an adult. That's so rude. I don't really call you that, do I? I'm so sorry. I can't believe I feel so guilty now. What the heck happened to you? I've never seen you so polite. Being polite and sensitive is just not... Where's the Kay I know? You're nothing like her. Careful, detective. We wouldn't want her to get the wrong impression. You make it sound as if Kay isn't normally a polite or sensitive soul. Yo, and ILL, what's up? Welcome on in. Good morning to you. How are you doing? Not that he's wrong exactly, but... So what kind of person was I before? Well, first of all, your full name is Kay Faraday. You're bright and fun and full of energy. And, oh yeah, you're a great thief. A great thief? There's a little more to it than that, but yes. Thieves generally steal other people's valuables from their dressers or vaults and... Steal? But that must be so awful for the people I took things from. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know I was a criminal. Maybe I lost my memory at some sort of punishment. No, that's not what I meant at all. Ugh, I don't think that did her much good, sir. But it sure explains one thing. Look at these gloves. They're just the kind of person like that would wear. Hey, that outfit. This? It's what she was wearing when they found her. But we had to get her to change out of it and put on hospital clothes, so that's why I have them. There's something on this part here. Could it have something to do with how Kay lost her memory? I'll send the outfit over to forensics later and see what they can figure out. Please do, detective. Boy, they really are some steefy clothes, huh? Oh, okay. I'm a criminal? You may be a great thief, but you've never committed a crime in your life. Rest assured you are no criminal. If you say so, perhaps we'd better leave it there for now. I'm sorry, I wish I could remember who you are. How do we know each other exactly? Well, that is, how do I put it into words? You're Prosecutor Edgeworth's assistant. I am? So a prosecutor is the head of some sort of great thief network then? No, not quite. We last saw Kay 2 days ago. Perhaps we should try to figure out what she's been doing since then. Was the pen the only item on her person when you received her, Nurse Needler? There were a few other things, but I doubt any of it would be of much use to you. I'll be the judge of that. Could you please show them to us? Well, alright then, in no particular order, I present. A Jamin ninja mask? Was she at some show or something? A letter. And it's addressed to Kay. Next, a ticket stub. And finally, a fake flower, the kind people like to spruce up their bathrooms with too. It's a corsage, detective, and they're usually worn by women. And that's that. So, anything useful in there? Kinda hard to tell. Frankly, I'm not really seeing a connection between any of them. I should take a closer look at each piece later when I have the chance. Ninja mask added. Letter added. Ticket stub added. Flower added. Ugh, this is bad. How do we get Kay's memory back? We can't just let her stay like this forever. Calm down, detective. I have an idea. You do? I knew you'd come to the rescue, sir. So, what is it? Look closely at the ticket stub. Oh, it's for the viewing platform at the top of the big building. The big building? You know the place? Oh, everybody knows it, silly. It's the hottest date spot in town. They say that if a couple holds hands while they're up there, they'll stay together forever. Teehee. This is yesterday's date, and the ticket is only valid on the date specified. Plus, it's a stub. That means she used it, right? I think it's a distinct possibility. Well, shall we go and see what we can find? Now, just like that? The only way to figure out how Kay lost her memory is to retrace her steps. But what about your thing with the committee? It's not for a little while yet. We have time. Great, so can I leave Kay with you? That would be for the best, but you don't mind, do you, Kay? Oh, of course not. Thank you. Alrighty then, back to work I go. If you need anything, feel free to give me a holler at the Hertz Hospital, okay? I can come running with a syringe or 3, wherever you might happen to be. No thank you. Yes, thank you. I doubt we'll be needing that particular service. Now then, detective, shall we get going? You too, Kay. Yes, sir. Yes, of course. Oh, taxi. Wait, where's Edgeworth's sports car? Edgeworth has a sports car. Alright, okay, April 5th, big building, plaza. So according to this pamphlet, the big building's 50 stories high. It's all offices inside, so the viewing platform up top is the only part that's open to the public. Here, this one's for you, sir. They were handing them out for free in the ticket area. How very kind of you, detective. Building pamphlet dated jotted down in my organizer. Alright, I think it's time we headed inside. Look out! The big building! It's about to fall! Whoa! We gotta do something! No, please, I'm begging you, stop! Wait, holy crap, wait. This kid looks familiar. Ah, it's no good. Without fresh milk, my thoughts just aren't getting through to him. What's happening here? What's going on with the building? Just stay calm and talk to me, kid. Cut! Cut! I'm so sorry, we're shooting a movie, so could you, Wait! Shoot! This girl's familiar. I think I've seen her before. Wouldn't be surprised if he drives a Tesla if there was a game set in current year. Forgive our intrusion. We'll get out of your way. Detective? Oh, sorry. Really had me there for a second. Yeah, whatevs. Hey, director guy, can we take 5? I can't work under these conditions. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Oh gosh. So they stopped the building from falling down? That's good. I wish we had time to explain, but maybe later. Come along, you two. Let's make ourselves scarce. April 5th, 2:18 p.m. Big building. Viewing platform. Whoa, get a load of that view. Feel the sun on your face. Eek, the wind. It's very strong up here. That's okay. You just stand behind me or Mr. Edgeworth here. We're both more than big enough to keep the breeze away. Speak for yourself. Well, Kay, does this place bring back any memories? I'm not sure. Have I really been here before? Perhaps simply encouraging her to talk will help. Kay, please. Any thoughts or feelings that come to mind might be a clue we can use. Alright. I don't know if this will be of any help at all, but... Oh, we're like... gonna discuss right away? Okay, I think we need to check this first. Check these items first. It's the pin Kay always wears. It's shaped like the mark of the Yatagarasu and is very eye-catching indeed. I can't imagine any thief other than Kay would want to wear it. I think that's it, right? No blood stains or anything in any part of this. Alright. Ninja mask. Mask modeled on the Jammy Ninja's face made of cheap plastic. A letter Kay was carrying, it was addressed to her. Dear Kay, don't worry, I'll make sure you get your precious thing back. Rosie. Ooh, interesting. Viewing platform, April 4th, 7:28 p.m. Student, $6. Use limited today if purchase non-refundable. Big building cross-section. Okay, so this is where we are right now. Oh, nurse is here. Nurse who works at Hertz Hospital has a worrying tendency to offer unnecessary treatments to everyone she meets. Florence Needler. Okay, Faraday, Dick Gumshoe. Alright. But I remember. I still can't be sure if I've ever been here before. It's so high up and the wind is so strong. It's terrifying. I don't remember. I just don't remember anything. It's no good. I'm so sorry. No dice, huh? I'm so sorry. I feel so useless. I know I'm supposed to have all these memories, but I just can't remember. You have amnesia, Kay. Don't be so hard on yourself. Listen, sir, maybe just this once, try not to be so intimidating, okay? Or at the very least, don't use your trademark glare on her. Nobody asked for your opinion, detective. I still can't be sure if I've ever been here before. Okay, I think we present the ticket here. Well, this ticket stub says otherwise. But I don't remember. I don't remember coming here at all. I can't even imagine wanting to come here. So high up in the wind is so strong. Okay, used to love places like this though. But am I really her? I feel dizzy just taking a look around. I don't even think anyone should be allowed up here. What if an old person fell, or a child? It doesn't bear thinking about.
An ILL backseats with action, shoot, cut. The Great Wise Co-Detective Showcase is about to go. All it needs to your support. So please do the following. Follow the movie content. Subscribe to movie channel. Comment on the content. And like it. Only you can help Piesco make movies.
An thank you very much for the backseat. And yes, like what An says, yeah, if you're new here and enjoy content like this, if you are in Twitch, please do consider giving the channel the follow. It helps it out a lot. If you are in YouTube, hi YouTube. We are simulcasting there right now, both in horizontal and vertical formats. If you are in YouTube, please subscribe so that, yeah, you can also get notified when I go live the next time and when new videos are coming out in the YouTube. And it helps out the channel a lot as well. 10 over 10 with backseat support again. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. All right, there's a fence all around us and it's plenty high. There's really no need to worry. If you say so. I don't remember. I just don't remember anything.
Hold it!
If nothing is coming to mind, then just take a look around. Do you recognize anything? Anything at all? Let's see. Cherry blossoms. Go on. I was standing under the cherry tree. Yes, I was trying to stay out of the rain. It was raining. I remember now. And there was a red something. So it was raining. She was underneath the cherry tree. And she saw something red from where she stood. But what? Was it something I said? No, but if you could add that to your testimony, we can explore it further. But from under the cherry tree, I think I saw something red.
Hold it!
This something red. Can you tell me any more about it? I'm not sure. It was just a red thing. That's all I can say. What can we see nearby that's red? Was it the concession stand over there, perhaps? A stand? A red concession stand? Yes, I think that was it. Somebody was walking toward me from beyond it. And then what happened? Then, I'm sorry. That's alright. If you could just add what you've told us to your testimony. But there was someone walking toward me from beyond the concession stand.
Hold it!
The stand in question is the one behind you, correct? That's right. I remember the red color, and the person walking toward me from beyond it. I saw it all from under the cherry tree. Tell me something. This person you keep mentioning. Could you not see their face, or did you simply not know who they were? I'm sorry, I'm just not sure. So all we have to go on is a person walking toward her from beyond the concession stand. And the fact that she saw this from beneath the cherry tree. It's no good, I'm so sorry.
Hold it!
Doesn't have to be related to how you lost your memory, but if anything floats up at all, just say it. Really? Well, let's see. Oh, the cotton candy from that stand there. I don't know why, but it just came to me. If you're hungry, you only have to say. You want cotton candy? You got it. My treat. Thank you. It would make my day. I have to get something out of her somehow. Maybe if I pressed her a little, I can shake something loose. Wait, I pressed her all.
Objection!
No, okay. The man in red, he has these deep lines in his bro, and he's putting a lot of pressure on him. Not so sure that piece of evidence has anything. Okay, shoot. That's evidence like you've been here because it's the ticket stub.
Hold it!
Okay, wait. Was he wearing a mask?
Objection!
No, damn it. Alright. Okay, it's time to save scum as always. Psycho and despair. Okay, it's no good. Shoot. From beyond the concession stand.
Objection!
Okay, thank you. Jesus. Okay, you say that you saw someone over there beyond the stand and that they were walking toward you. Yes, I can see them getting closer. Are you sure it wasn't a ghost? No, it was a person. I'm sure of it. But from where you were standing, anyone you saw on the other side of the concession stand would have to be floating mid-air, hundreds of feet above the ground. So how on earth could it have been a person? Eek! I'm not lying, I promise. Somebody read the stand. Somebody read and they were on the other side. They were walking toward me, getting closer and closer. And then they... Ah! Okay, what's the matter? You're alright? We're here. Whatever it is, it can't hurt you. I was pushed and I fell. By a person in a red raincoat. A person in a red raincoat who could walk on air and who supposedly pushed her off the building. None of this makes any sense, not the least of which nobody could fall from this height and survive. Case recollections data jotted down in my organizer. Nuclear meltdown. It's not a breakdown yet. Attention everyone, please stay right where you are. What's wrong, officer? I'm Detective Gumshoe. Mind filling me in? Yes, sir. A body has been discovered here in this building, sir. A body? Okay, I see the trapdoor right away. I think she was pushed in the trapdoor. Whose body exactly? Not sure, we're still working on it. But what we do know is that the victim is a young woman. And that her name is Kay. What the blazing... To be continued. That chapter was so quick. Okay, an incident comes to light. I'm confused, but let's go. Okay, April 5th, 2:36 p.m. Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence Chamber. Wait, this room. Officer, isn't this... Yes, sir, this is the trial chamber of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. So it's here now? I knew that they'd moved out of the prosecutor's building, but I had no idea that they'd come here. Big building pamphlet date updated in my organizer. Wait, what do you mean wait an ILL? Okay, let's check information. 50th floor committee chamber. Alright. How are you all doing? Is Kay feeling any better? We heard there was some kind of incident. I'm sorry, but who might this be? This? This is my grandma. Hold on one second. Name's Hilda Hertz, sonny. And who the heck might you be, ahem? It's a pleasure to meet you. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, at your service. Nurse Needler, your grandmother's name Hertz. Is she... Yep, she's the director of Hertz Hospital. This old woman is the head of a hospital? Don't you old fogey me, you danged reprobate, ahem? How did she do that? Whoa, sounds like you're kind of a big deal, ma'am. Oh, that's not true. Ahem, not wrong at all. Oh, him? He's the one looking after the girl, the one with amnesia. It seems Dr. Ertz is a bit more of an introvert. Want me to fix those bro furrows so you're shunny? Oh, why am I getting vibes from the big top in Ace Attorney 1 thing? The ventriloquist. That's like Ace Attorney 2. Turnabout big top. Oh, there's no fixing those, ma'am. They're downright incurable. Ouch. You sure you want me to say that, Grandma? Well, alright then. No, I don't get a dang thing more to shade to none of ya. You going about your business, you hear? As long as that business don't involve messing with the deceased body, I got work to do. Wait, police, we... Not a dang thing, I tell ya. Hey, you can't talk to us like that. What gives you the right, oh, pal? Wow, you just slapped your grandma. Oh, didn't I mention, Grandma's also a coroner. She's in charge of this case, which means... Ouch! Which means exactly that, ahem. What do you mean exactly what? How am I supposed to know? She said it, not me. Huh? It's like I'm trapped in a comedy routine I can't escape. Well, we've got a body to be looking at. Catch you later, gang, and take care. What the heck is their deal? What does it matter, as long as we have permission to investigate? What does it matter? It matters a bunch, sir. What will you do now, Mr. Edgeworth? Examine the scene of the crime, of course. What kind of prosecutor would I be if I didn't? Alright, let's get to work. Begin investigation. Wait, not yet? Damn it. That person over there is called K, right? Surely that means I can't be the K you know. That's what we're looking to figure out, but don't worry. You're the K we know, I'm certain of it. Thanks. A K who lost her memory and a victim who shares her name. Both meeting their respective fates here at the big building. No doubt this case will be the key to restoring our K's memories. I'd stake my life on it. Begin investigation. Officer, tell me about the security arrangements for this room. Yes, sir. You need a special keycard to enter, sir. Interesting. So not just anybody can enter. Room security. Security keycard is needed to enter the chamber. In which case, the person who discovered the body would have been... Yes, sir. A member of the committee. They found it when they arrived for today's hearing. The hearing. My hearing. Which would be underway right now if it wasn't for this. Yes, sir. Can't believe a murder just dropped into our laps like this. It really came out of nowhere. I gotta admit, I'm not much good with surprises. My mind just goes kinda blank, you know. So if you're asking what I've noticed so far, the answer is diddly squat. Well, at least you didn't beat around the bush. That shows intelligence of a sort. What a compliment. Was that a compliment, sir? I'm so honored. My first ever compliment from Mr. Edgeworth. I'll remember those words as long as I live. Thanks for making it awkward to burst your bubble now, detective. Who knew the committee was right below the viewing platform? Saved ourselves a walk though, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, I was checking out the pamphlet again and spotted a blurb about the committee. It's in this side column. Big building, little burns. Let's see here. On the 50th floor is the trial chamber of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. It's where puffed up prosecutors are called to get the deflating of their lives and a souvenir X title. So go on up to see faces so sad they make beached blobfish look happy. I don't have a face sadder than a beached blobfish. No, that was the column. I was just reading what it says, sir. Oh, no. I'm done with this. So, we've got a living K over here and a not-so-living one over there. Why are they both called K? It can't just be a coincidence, right? Oh my gosh, my nose. No, but we'll need to examine the body for to find out more. And how are we supposed to do that when Madame Pom Pom won't let us near it? She's simply doing her job, detective. We need to patiently wait our turn. Fine. In the meantime, maybe I can share a little theory of mine. Hope you don't mind. See, I keep hearing about this cloning stuff they can do nowadays. What if somebody made a copy of K? That would explain this whole mess, right? Let's take a look around the room while the coroner finishes up her examination of the body. I've never been so ignored so hard in my life. Yes, can I help you with something? This is quite the room. The big wooden box is full of books, the big person carved out of stone, the sparkly window. It seems you've even forgotten the names of some everyday objects. Let me try to jog your memory, Kay. Repeat after me. Bookshelves. Bookshelves? Stained glass. Stolen glassware? Law books. Lawbreaker? Goddess statue. Got this snatched too? Is it just me or are all her mistakes pointing in a certain direction? You were loudly claiming to be my assistant just the other day, Kay. Do you really not remember anything? Does nothing about me come to mind at all? Maybe I do remember one thing. I remember being on the viewing platform up on the roof. Yes? And you were pointing your finger at me. Go on. And asking me questions with a scary look on your face. That was only a few minutes ago. Wow, poor kid. Literally her only memory is of you trying to catch her in a contradiction, sir. I'd be scared too. I might have even just given up right then and there. Yeah, that'd be the end of me for sure. If you think that's scary, detective, just you wait. You must remember Detective Gumshoe K. You and he were very close. Yeah, don't I remind you of anything? Remind me of, Wait, I do remember something. I remember Mr. Edgeworth scolding you, and not just once, hundreds of times. That's no memory, kid. That's just the joy of our day-to-day life together. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth? Joy, is it? I must not be doing a good enough of a job reprimanding you then. I'll just have to try harder next time. Okay, so I can't do anything here unless... Oh my god, wait, bloodstain. Can't be easy reading books that size or lifting them for that matter. And the committee only just moved, it must have been quite the undertaking. Hauling stuff around is kind of my forte, they should have given me a call. Huh, Well, if we run into the chairman, I'll be sure to ask if there's more heavy lifting to be done. Yeah, I was just joking, sir. I can't be carrying stuff up like 50 flights of stairs. I have a real job to do. There's this thing called an elevator. I was joking too, Detective, but why were you planning on taking the stairs? It's a statue of the goddess of justice. You sure know your stuff, sir. So, does she dole out blessings or what? She's not that kind of goddess, Detective. She's a symbol of the sanctity of the law. Okay. The scales represent justice, the sword retribution, and the blindfold she shows her impartiality. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Yes, this big-ass blood stain. There's a pool of blood here at the foot of the statue. Judging by the amount and how it was spread, I'd say this is where the victim was killed. But the body's on that table behind us, sir. How come? The body was moved. I can only surmise the killer must have moved it for some reason after committing the murder. Sorry to intrude. It's Judge Mommy. It's Franny! Who are... Huh, what's that, Grandma? I know that voice anywhere. That's Von Karma's little girl. Oh, so you two know each other? It has been too long, Grandma Hertz. And you as well, Miles Edgeworth. What's she doing here? Franziska Von Karma. I have to do this. Come on. I'm sorry that's tier 2, but... She is the daughter of Manfred Von Karma and a prosecutor like myself. These days, she's mainly been working with Interpol, though I thought she was supposed to be abroad. Don't look so surprised. Where my investigations lead, I follow, no matter where in the world that might be. Which means there must be some kind of international angle to this case, yes? You know full well that I've been pursuing a certain smuggling ring. Oh yes! And that I won't rest until it has been destroyed and its ill-gotten goods recovered. So the smuggling ring is involved then. That information is to be shared on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. I see she means to be as helpful as ever. Miss Von Karma, was it? Grandma wants to tell you something. I'm about done here, scene's all yours. In that case, we'd like to examine the body ourselves too, if you wouldn't mind. I mind plenty. I remember where I heard about you now, you dang varmint. Don't need no soon-to-be ex-prosecutor messing the place up. Go on, get. Just remember, it's not me saying this stuff, okay? Please, Granny, it's important. Who you calling a granny, little missy? Eek! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. This is going nowhere. I didn't want to have to do this, but... Franziska, I need you to add us to this investigation. We have to see that body up close or we'll never learn the truth about what happened to Kay. As in Kay Faraday? Please, you gotta help us out here. Kay needs us. I don't know what you're up to, but... Very well. Thank you. You won't regret it. Of course, I expect to receive a full explanation when I grill you later. We owe you, sir, big time. I wasn't talking to you, Scruffy. Ah! Well, Grandma Hertz, will you allow them to examine the body? I ain't about to say no to an international big shot like yourself, hun. But are you sure about this? Yeah, I agree with Grandma. Are you sure you're sure? Of course I'm sure. It's my prerogative to judge the whole world in my name. That's just common sense. Of the extremely arrogant sort, perhaps. Suit yourself, but don't say I didn't warn ya. Well, you heard her. Try not to get fired, okay? Don't worry. It'll take a lot more than this to ruin my reputation should things turn sour. Unlike me, who's on the verge of losing my badge. Oh, begin investigation again. Really? An enormous semicircular desk with seating for 11. It almost reminds me of a certain legend. I know the ones, sir. The Knights of the Brown Table. Oops, guess that wasn't it. The Newts of the Brown Table. The Knives of the Brown's Table. Further and further from the mark. But I'll refrain from rubbing his nose in it for now. Nice, neatly arranged bookshelves stretching off into the distance. Quite a pleasing sight, don't you think? Sure is. There's not a speck of dust on any of them. Reminds me of my special method for cleaning your office, sir. Sweep, then vacuum, then wipe it all down twice. Then on goes the floor wax, and then... If only you approach your actual job with the same level of rigor. That's a lot of books, sir. It's kinda intimidating if you ask me. Intimidating? What could be more welcoming than a good book detective? Guess that depends. I got the chewing out of my life in the library back in the day for running laps inside it. But this isn't really a library, is it? So maybe I can jog around a little, work off some of the anxiety. I love a nice library. Quiet! This is a library! Something tells me that if I don't stop him, he might very well start running around and around. Okay, do we talk to Kay again? I think we're done talking to Kay. If things had gone as they were meant to, I'd be standing at this podium right now. Yeah, I guess so, huh? I'm glad the hearing got delayed, but I wish it wasn't because someone died. Though it would have been that much harder to investigate had my badge had been taken away. You also love a good fish. The best thing I can do right now for all parties involved is to get the truth behind this incident. Aquarium. How's the investigation going, officer? Great, sir. To tell you the truth, I've forgotten all about work and decided to focus on daydreaming. They say if you think in pictures instead of words, it's really good for the right side of your brain, so... That will be quite enough. I thought you were gonna upgrade your sub to tier 2 so you could post that with. Okay, Franny, what's up? Happy Francisca Monday. Yes, what is it? A murder in the trial chamber of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. This is serious. I did you the favor of allowing you to investigate further. I'd be expecting results. And you'll get them. Would I still be here if I didn't think I could deliver? Come to think of it, why were you here in the first place? So she doesn't know I was summoned before the committee. That's a long story, longer than the night time and deeper than the sea. How about we save Mr. Edgeworth the trouble and I'll tell it to you myself? On second thought, I don't care why you're here. What's important is that we solve the case in front of us. Agreed? Wholeheartedly. Wait, but you were the one who asked in the first place, sir? What's that saying again? Whip first, think later? Fuck. But you can't make it the other way just for me? What are you doing here, Francisca? I thought you were working abroad on something with Interpol. Wouldn't you like to know, but that's top secret and I have neither the need nor the obligation to tell you. I thought she'd say as much. Anyway, never mind that. Where's the prosecutor in charge of this case? Not that I know who's been assigned, but I was hoping they'd take care of the legwork for me. Yet they haven't even bothered to show up. What in the world could they be doing? Youch! I'm not the prosecutor's keeper, sir. It's hardly fair to whip people who don't deserve it, Francisca. What use is a whip if you don't use it, And who better to use it on than anybody who isn't giving 110%? I may not know who's been assigned yet either, but I 110% feel for them already. Oh yeah, by the way, ads are running, so I do apologize for that. I couldn't help but notice that you seem to be acquainted with Dr. Hertz. Yo Jason, what's up? Hi. I still very much that phrase. What's up, Jason? Welcome on in. How very astute of you, Miss Miles Edgeworth. Yes, I know her. Once upon a time, never mind. She doesn't seem keen to talk about it. Perhaps I'd better leave it for now. What happened, sir? What happened once upon a time? You can't not tell us now. Youch! I really wanted someone to clear your levels in a stream. You were disappointed. Ah, how many levels do you have? Don't you have like 100 or something? Only a foolish fool foolishly pries into another person's business. Now hold your tongue, Scruffy, or you'll get more than a mere tongue lashing. It's a bit late for that. Spare the whip, spoil the child. A whip in time saves 9. Didn't you go to school, you whipless wonder? 95 got removed by Nintendo. 101 is coming soon. So you're coming out of retirement then. Eek! Yes, it seems that leaving it alone was the right choice after all. Okay, so I think that's all for Franny. Let's check this candlestick. Wait, there's a candlestick. Why can I not pick up this candlestick? Oh, okay. Well, one thing's for certain. This isn't Kay. She doesn't even look like her. I think we knew that already, Detective. Or Kay's standing right over there after all. The victim looks to be in her 30s. She's wearing a white suit. Could be she worked in one of the offices here in the building. Perhaps, but for now she remains unidentified. The question is, why did the police seem to think her name was Kay? I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. You think this could be the murder weapon? A 3-armed candelabrum? The victim suffered the same number of puncture wounds in the chest. Oh, alright. Interesting. Puncture wounds that could well have been made by those spikes. A candle album? Not quite, Detective. A candelabrum. A candle holder, in other words. Ah, gotcha. That reminds me. I forgot to pay my electricity bill once while back and I had to live by candlelight for a whole month. Gumshoe, why? Who does that in this day and age? Candelabrum data jotted down in my organizer. Okay, we have to investigate the candelabra, right? The base is a very unique shape. If it were removed from a dusty shelf or something, it would immediately be obvious what had been standing there. Oh, it has blood marks. The prongs of each arm are covered in blood. The spacing matches that of the wounds in the victim's chest. But is this really the murder weapon? Oh, that's it? Are we not gonna like test that? It seems she suffered a serious burn to her hand at some point. You think it has something to do with how she died? No. This scar's too old for that. I would imagine it happened some time ago. She's holding something. Detective, could you open her hand for me? Yes, sir, right away. What's that? Wait, I know. It's a loyalty card, probably from a store. Ouch! It's a key card. Why, sir, why? The question we should be asking is, what does it open? No. Oh my god, I wonder what this key card opens. A security keycard is needed to enter the chamber. A keycard was carried by the victim. What is it used for? I wonder. Is there a connection between these two? Oh, there is. I would imagine that the victim's keycard probably grants access to this room, wouldn't you? Let me go find out, sir. Bleep. I'm back. They found some details on that keycard in the security system. It's for this room, just like you said. So the victim was able to enter and exit this chamber freely. Assuming that the keycard actually belonged to her, yes. Indeed. Okay, flower. There's something pinned to the jacket here. A piece of magenta fabric. Whatever it was, it looks like it was torn off pretty roughly. The victim's hair is caked with blood. Looks like she was hit with something, huh? Unfortunately, it's too early to say for certain. Perhaps an answer will turn up as we investigate further. It doesn't look as if there's anything in the chest pocket. Nothing except this hole right here. By the look of how the fabric was torn, I think it was pierced by something sharp. Can't keep your coins in there now, they'd fall all right out. Have you ever heard of a change purse, detective? Sure have, sir. It's another word for a pocket, right? I give up. A pure white jacket with a deep red stain on its lapel. This jacket, the buttons are on the wearer's right side. What's so weird about that? Buttons always go on the right, no? Not on women's clothings. Traditionally, the buttons would be on the left. Like I always say, sir, you sure know your stuff. This is common knowledge, detective. Nothing else seems amiss. Wait, what's this in the pocket? Pair of gloves, also white. They don't seem to be soiled in any way. I imagine they must have belonged to the victim. Okay, I think the only thing that left to be investigated is the notebook. This book? What the? That's Kay's promise notebook. It's where she wrote down all the promises she made to her dad. Haven't seen this in a while. Indeed. Promises to daddy, never take things from a stranger, never go anywhere with a stranger. A book of vows made by a child to her father. Always greet people with a smile, even people you don't know. Never cry in front of strangers, always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. But what exactly is it doing here? Oh, I just remembered something Detective Bad told me a few years back. He said something precious to Kay had disappeared from the station. What? Evidence went missing from police custody? Detective Bad said he looked for it everywhere but no dice. What could this mean, and why did it turn up here of all places? You there, what do we know about this notebook, officer? The victim was holding it when they found her, sir. It was the only thing with any kind of name on it at the time. So that's how she became Kay. Talk about a red herring. Still doesn't explain how she then ended up with it though. If only we had a few more leads on the victim's true identity. Okay, you know what? Could this be related to the evidence somehow? What about the candles?
Eureka!
Consider this piece of evidence, detective. Sure, what about it, sir? What? Oh my god, this is wrong. Okay, no. I think it's the lapel and the flower. Oh yeah, that looks torn.
Eureka!
Okay, alright. Judging by its appearance, I'd say that the flower Kay was carrying originally belonged to the victim. Yeah, now that you mention it, it does look like it's made out of the same fabric. Indeed, let's make a closer comparison. The torn edges match up exactly. You've got one heck of an eye, sir. If the flower belonged to the victim, this implies a connection between the victim and Kay Faraday. Furthermore, it appears that the flower was torn off with a considerable force. Kay Faraday was involved in the incident somehow, and based on what we're seeing here, we may have no choice but to treat her as her main suspect. What? But there's no way she could have done this. I can't even begin to imagine it. There isn't a murderous bone in her body. Nevertheless, we lack the evidence to disprove such an assertion. For the moment, we're simply considering all the possibilities. Isn't that right, Miles Edgeworth? For better or worse, yes. Investigation complete. Wait, I haven't talked to like Granny here. Seems we're no closer to discovering the identity of our victim. It's been a while. Come on. Why are you not registering that you've disconnected? Okay. Then, am I really Kay? Can you really be sure? Of course we're sure. What are you talking about? Thank you. And that person lying there is someone you may have murdered, but that's all we can say for now. Murdered? No, there's no way she did it. Isn't that right, sir? Indeed. I don't believe that Kay we know could have done something like this. You're becoming a real softy, Miles Edgeworth. Well, look who it is again. I know that voice. It's Eustace. With a winning smile and the #1 name in the business, it is I, Prosecutor Eustace Winner. Oh, and Judge Mommy. Nice. Please forgive the intrusion. Step away from that body, Edgeworth. I didn't call for you and I don't need you. This case is mine. It's what the victim would have wanted. Oh, come on. Jesus. Here we go. Yes, it's old pompous spoiled brat, Eustace Winner. You knew the victim? So it really is her. But be not afraid, everyone, for the goddess of justice will guide us to the truth. She sure will. Now that I'm here, everything is going to be alright. Whoever did this will live to regret it. I'll show them. Miles Edgeworth, who is this imbecile? Why am I getting the death glare? I've got nothing to do with him. Franziska von Karma, I presume. My apologies. I should have introduced myself sooner. Verity Gavel, at your service. And the deceased in this case is Rosie Ringer, attorney at law, and a member of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. I see. That would explain the keycard. So you're the lead prosecutor? Yup, which means this case will be solved in... Ay! You didn't tell me your name yet, little boy. If you want to know my name, all you have to do is... Ow! Stop babbling and tell me, now! It's Eustace. Eustace Winner. I think we've established where the balance of power lies in this particular room. Mr. Guy in charge, here, this is from Grandma. What's this? Oh, the preliminary findings. Looks like it's game over for you, Edgeworth. This isn't a game, Mr. Winner. Alright, that's me done. See ya next, Stiff. Yeah, home time. I could murder a bowl of noodles right about now. We're out of here, everybody. Stay healthy. Let's see. So the wound on her head is from when she fell over after she died? Eustace. It was the candle holder that killed her, huh? And she died sometime late last night. What now, Gavel? It's very kind of you to share the coroner's findings with everybody, Eustace. But perhaps you should leave it there. We wouldn't want you to strain your voice after all. No, that would be a tragedy. Coroner's findings data jotted down in my organizer. Stab wound in the chest, head injury sustained post-mortem. Anyway, that settles it. We need to arrest Kay Faraday. What? What the heck are you talking about? I think Eustace's meaning was very clear. Miss Faraday is the murderer. And though she is dressed differently than usual, this young lady covered in bandages is Miss Faraday herself, correct? You really mean to arrest her here and now? If you do, then I'll be forced to object, loudly and forcefully. And as if further confirmation were needed, there it is. The committee was right to call your conduct into question. It is questionable in the extreme. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, just go. It's fine. Fine? This is anything but fine, Kay. I still don't remember anything. So maybe I did do it. Maybe I killed that poor woman and I just don't remember. The goddess smiles on those who confess their sins. It is her wish that our confessions cleanse us. She applauds your commitment to the cause of justice, as do I. Judge Gavel, Eustace. If you really intend to arrest Kay, could you at least explain your grounds for doing so? I, for one, certainly don't intend to yield, not until I've seen some evidence to support your accusations. Then allow me, prepared to be hit with a face full of deductive genius, Edgeworth. Oh my god, not this. Why I think Kay did it? They call it the human race because somebody has to win it, and that somebody is me. I won this race too, I saw it before anybody else did. Kay Faraday is the murderer, no doubt about it. She snuck into the committee chamber looking to do some of her trademark great thieving, which means that nobody but her could have killed Rosie Ringer. Rosie Ringer? That's her full name? She looks very different in this mugshot. Rosie Ringer was a defense attorney and served on the committee alongside Gavel. Alright, that's an interesting tidbit. That's just 60, really? Okay. And if Detective Gumshoe is saying that, you know it must be bad. I asked you to explain your grounds for arresting Kay, yet you have explained exactly nothing. True, but we haven't seen any proof of her innocence either. It's alright, Kay. Mr. Edgeworth will pull off a miracle somehow. You just gotta believe in him. My deductions aren't acts of divine intervention, you know. Well, Miles Edgeworth. Sorry, just mess up. Excuse me. Well, Miles Edgeworth, I'd hate for you to disappoint me. But in the event that you do, I will be sure to freely let you know.
Hold it!
There are two major flaws to the statement you just made. Flaws in a statement of mine? I don't make mistakes. It's literally impossible. And that's a third flaw right there. You're just trying to confuse me. It's a cheap tactic, even for you. Well, it won't work because I'm the world champion of not getting confused, so there.
Hold it!
Would you mind explaining the grounds for your accusation in a little more detail? Well, if you insist, prepare to be wowed, Edgeworth. I figured it out all before anybody else even had the chance. Before I even saw the scene. No, before I even heard about the case. I knew it right away. She did it. She's the murderer. It can't be anybody else. Eek! Your grounds. Yes, sorry. I was just getting to that. She snuck into the committee chamber looking to do some of her trademark great thieving.
Hold it!
Okay, she doesn't have the keycard. Oh really? And what was it that she was trying to steal? Well, a file. A very particular file. One pertaining to your professional conduct, in fact, Mr. Edgeworth. And you can prove that she needed this file badly enough to steal it? Oh, there'll be no need to go into that. Well there, Mr. Prosecutor. No, that wouldn't be necessary. Wah. Please, Mr. Winner, continue. Which means that nobody but her could have killed Rosie Ringer. And you have proof that it could have only been Kay who committed the murder. Nope. Then might I suggest you try looking into other possible suspects with all due haste? I believe would be the winning approach here. The winning approach? According to the reports we've received, the police have found no signs of anyone else's involvement. So you're accusing Kay based on that alone? A little tenuous even for you. And suggesting that there are other possible suspects when there clearly aren't isn't? If only I had something that could prove Kay didn't do it. It's obviously a setup, plain and simple. You don't have to. It's alright, Kay. The truth will come out, I promise. I just need you to give me some time. Kay isn't capable of murder. There's no way she killed Miss Ringer. But I have to prove that somehow or she'll remain a suspect. Okay, I think this is where the key card comes in.
Objection!
Alright. Are you familiar with this room, Mr. Winner? It certainly sounds like you are. What can I say? Winners know where winners go. I'm number 1, and 2, and 3. In other words, the majority of your work is second, if not third rate. Why do you always have to make fun of me? You can take it as a slight if you wish, but the fact remains that you seem unfamiliar with this keycard. Who do you take me for? Of course I'm familiar with it. You need one of those to get in here. Don't you? Have you no shame? Fuck. Eek. Mr. Winner, do you really even suspect Kay? Of course I do. She did it. Faraday's the killer. Then perhaps you can tell us how Kay got into such a secure room as this without the keycard. There was the... And she... Yeah... Masterful summary. Now, as we know, only members of the committee have keycards, therefore only they can enter. Precisely. Why is she agreeing with me? Please, take a look at this. I had security pull the data earlier. As you can see, the door to this room was opened at 12:52 AM with Miss Ringer's keycard. We cannot know for certain, of course, But who's to say the culprit didn't enter the room with Miss Stringer and then kill her over some sort of subsequent disagreement? It's certainly a plausible theory, but that's all it is. For one, it would require the victim and her murderer to have known one another. Yeah, and Kay didn't know the woman, I'm sure of it. Oh no, we have evidence. We have evidence. Damn. It's gonna be used at some point.
Overruled.
How can you possibly be sure of such a thing? That's pure speculation on your part, detective. She might have stolen something, but that's it. There's no place for guesswork in the courtroom or at the crime scene. Hard evidence is what's required. In that case, are you suggesting that you have said hard evidence to support your theory? Evidence that Kay Faraday and Rosie Ringer knew one another? But of course.
Pink Girl Gamer Jade backseats with objection.
Yo, Pink Girl, what's up? Welcome on in. Objection! Yes. What? I have here a letter. Dr. Hertz found it in the victim's chest pocket. Another of the victim's possessions? And you kept this to yourself until now? You planned for this, didn't you? Is that why? It was the candle holder that killed her, and she died sometime late last night. Ha ha ha, shall I read it for you? Rosie, thanks so much for agreeing to help with my plan. Now we can both get what you want. Good luck getting your revenge for what happened 12 years ago. Okay, what? This would seem to indicate pretty strongly that the two of them were accomplices, wouldn't you say? Accomplices in a plot to steal from the very room in which we are standing. No. Wait, so your principal suspect is Miss Kay Faraday for this second crime as well as Miss Ringer's murder. I'm the principal suspect? Don't listen to her, it's all lies, all of it. You're not like that, you'd never do any of the stuff they're accusing you of. Then how do you explain the letter, detective? Unlike Mr. Winner, I suspect that Judge Gavel herself had some proof to support her accusation. But I didn't expect to be quite so definitive. Nicely done, Gavel. Thank you, Eustace.
Hold it!
We're not done here yet. I still have questions, and you'd better have answers. Would you mind if I handle this, Eustace? Be my guest. Have fun arguing Edgeworth into the ground. I can't let them steamroller me on this. I have to find a way to take back the advantage. Okay, we have to save. We're still at the beginning though. Holy crap, this will be a long case then. As the letter more than adequately proves, Miss Faraday and Miss Ringer were acquainted. It seems Miss Faraday had asked for Miss Ringer's help in a plot of some kind. Steamroll. Yeah, it's steamroll. I think it was a typo. But for whatever reason, their alliance must have broken down. Alliance! Miss Ringer lost her life in the resulting disagreement, but she had one last card to play. The letter she kept safe in her left chest pocket, which spells out the name of her killer. She's good, better than ever even. Think you can take her down, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, of course. Don't do this out of pride, Miles Edgeworth. If you're going to fail, do it on somebody else's time. Hey, whose side are you on, sir? There's only one side to be on, Scruffy, the side of the truth. That is coming from Franziska. That is surprising. Uh-oh, looks like the kid's got something to say. Well, if there's only one side to be on, then it has to be on the winning. Ah! Come on, did we really have to pause on like this guy's face? Oh yeah, I still have to put that controller in like BTTV. Quiet you. My thoughts exactly. You want me? I'll just upload it in my what they call that, in my profile, so that it can get the prefix. As the letter more than adequately proves, Miss Faraday and Ringers were acquainted.
Hold it!
Okay, we have to press each statement, I guess. What exactly was the nature of the relationship? Miss Faraday was grateful for Miss Ringer's cooperation, just as the letter says. I think that more than adequately describes it, don't you? Now, as I was saying. Okay, wait. What is this again? Okay, we have to present this letter at some point, right?
Hold it!
Can you tell us any more about this plot? The letter implies a theft. And it was written by your friend Faraday, making her the prime suspect. Case closed.
Objection!
Anybody can forge a letter. It's not conclusive proof of anything.
Overruled!
I also seem to recall Miss Faraday referring to herself as a great thief on more than one occasion. She's on sabbatical. How can you be so sure of that? It's unlikely she would tell you if she had resumed her activities, surely. Perhaps she took up stealing again and simply chose to keep it from you. I can't prove that either way right now, and she knows it. As I was saying, it seems Miss Faraday and Miss Ringer were involved in a plot to steal something. But for whatever reason, their alliance must have broken down. Oh wait.
Hold it!
Whatever reason, could you be a little more specific? Not at the moment. But I am sure our investigation will uncover any number of possibilities. Whereas your lack of proof that Miss Faraday is innocent continues to be a major problem for you.
Objection!
I can see that some of the evidence would seem to point to case involvement, but none of it is anywhere near conclusive.
Overruled!
A letter explicitly outlining a connection to the victim, backed up by supporting evidence from the scheme? How much more conclusive could it be? And what's more, where's your proof to the contrary? Ringer lost her life in the resulting disagreement.
Hold it!
Is there any actual evidence to show that Kay killed Miss Ringer? You don't give up, do you? What do you call that letter, huh? Evidence, duh. I wouldn't be so sure. For one thing, it doesn't mention anything resembling a murder plan. It doesn't? Oh, I guess not, huh? But it will once we hold a flame to it and reveal the secret writing. I wouldn't place too much hope in that revealing anything useless. And we don't need it to. Not when we have... The letter she kept safe in her left chest pocket, which spells out the name of her killer. We were able to examine the pocket in question for ourselves. And you want to know why the letter wasn't there, I assume. It's simple. The police's #1 priority was handing it over to me. The victim had kept it on the left side of her chest next to her heart, in other words. To indicate her heart's desire that her killer be brought to justice. I have little interest in the sentimental speculations about Miss Ringer's desires, but one thing does interest me. The fact that you said the letter was in the victim's left chest pocket. It is the truth, as the goddess is my witness. That is where the letter was found, there's no doubt about it. The same place where she was stabbed with the candelabrum. I think that might prove to be a very important clue. I already pressed everything. Okay, let's save Scum.
Hold it!
A left chest pocket. Okay, if it's left chest pocket, then I would think that the letter should have been like completely covered in blood. Right?
Objection!
Okay. So the victim got the most vital clue of all closest to her heart. How very touching. The voices of the dead fight to be heard, and even then they don't always reach us. But her voice rang loud and true, and it told us that Miss Faraday is her killer. I think you may have misheard her, Your Honor, or perhaps an evil spirit was trying to mislead you. Hey, you take that back. Perhaps you should try listening to the words of the coroner's report instead. By all means, if I recall correctly, the victim was stabbed on her left side. No. Yes, I'm afraid so. You claim that the letter was found in the victim's left chest pocket, right where she was stabbed by the candle holder. Indeed. Three puncture wounds to the chest and yet not one to the letter. Miraculous, no? Well, Judge Cavell, how do you explain that? Because I can't think of one explanation. That the letter was deliberately placed there after the fact in order to cast suspicion on Kay. Someone went to a lot of trouble to create the crime scene we see before us. And that someone is the real culprit, who almost certainly also forged this letter. No. It's clear that the culprit intended to frame Kay by means of that letter. And you fell for it hook, line, and sinker.
Objection!
No, Faraday did it. The letter was in her other pocket, yeah? Huh? Seriously? The whole left chest pocketing was a mistake. Whoever reported it must have meant their left. Ah! Stop your foolish floundering, you foolishly foolish fool. Are you just that incurably foolish? Why do you keep whipping me? And stop making fun of my deductions. Yeah. There, I saved you the trouble of disciplining him. Oh yes, discipline me, Francisca. Yes, even though I had no intention of doing so. The letter is stained with blood, which suggests it had been placed somewhere on her left side. Therefore, I doubt there was some sort of mistaken report, not unless the report was given by you. Cavell, say something. No objections? Good. Then allow me to continue. So we have established the existence of a second suspect. No, we haven't. The murderer had to get in here, remember? Who else could have gotten in apart from Faraday and Ringer? Whoever it was would have needed a keycard. Judge Cavell proposed that the killer entered the room together with the victim. But what if there's something questionable about the very basis of her theory itself? Okay, what's the keycard record again? 10:15. So that's around 2.5 plus hours before 12:52. This piece of evidence points to another suspect other than Kay. It's the record. Look again at the keycard record provided by Judge Gavel a short while ago. As already noted, the victim's keycard was just used at 12:52 a.m. But you will note that someone else's keycard is also listed. A mystery person who could have entered beforehand and lay in wait for the victim, you mean? This other person entered at 10:15 p.m., so it's certainly not outside the realm of possibility. Except, I'm afraid it is. And where's your evidence, Your Honor? My evidence? I am the evidence detective. It was my keycard. Oh well, no wonder your name wasn't there earlier. There's nothing suspicious about the committee member entering the chamber as they please, is there? Perhaps not, but that's also not the exonerating evidence you seem to think it is. Unless you can also prove that you yourself didn't murder your colleague. What utter nonsense. What would I have had to gain from killing her? She did it. I'm sure you know how I'm going to answer that, Your Honor. I believe further investigation will shed light on any motives you might have had. I am a faithful servant of the goddess. Why would I ever resort to an act of crime? I used my keycard, that much is true, but my reason for entering this room is far from questionable. Then perhaps you'd care to tell us why. I had business here in the committee chamber. There were certain preparations to make. Preparations? Sounds pretty suspicious to me. Kinda sus. I am not at liberty to share what I was preparing for. But I am sure Prosecutor Edgeworth can make an educated guess. My hearing. God, I'm about to sneeze. I'm sorry about that. She must have been busy gathering the documents they were going to use against me. Really? They're relieving me of my badge. Alright, children, that's enough. It's good to keep our skills and our tongues sharp, especially when we're young, but that'll do for now. Who in the... Oh, who are you? Okay, you must be a prosecutor because you have prosecutor badges all over your coat. And a prosecutor on your, prosecutor badge on your jacket. Really takes me back to the days of my youth, back when I would wrangle with a certain detective. He disappeared, you know. I hope he's out there somewhere, living his best life. You'll have to forgive me, it's just... I get so emotional, the tears, I can't stop them. Chairman Winner. Wait, Winner? Is this Eustace's father? Verity, my girl, do you ever stop working? Your dedication puts us all to shame. And this is young Francisca I see before me? Dear child, when did you get so big? Uncle Winner, it's been far too long. And so formal, I thought we were like family. You used to sit on my knee and shout, Uncle Winner, to the top of your little lungs. But time goes by so very fast. One can't help but shed a tear. Dad, what are you doing here? Oh yeah, this is Eustace's father. What am I doing here? A committee member has been murdered and you're in charge of the case, my boy. What is this? Bring your pops to work day? Silence. Do you have any idea who he is? This man is practically the right hand of the goddess herself. A former chief prosecutor and the current chairman of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. Now, Verity. There's no need to bring all that up. I'm just a harmless old man, really. Allow me to apologize for the detective's rudeness. I am Miles Edgeworth, correct? And your little subordinate, Dick Gumshoe. I am Excelsius Winner. Oh, Excelsius. Father to this idiot boy, among other things. Wow, very validating as a father. Thank you so much. My wife and I were so happy when he was born. And now she's gone too. Heaven only knows to where. Dad, you're here. Use my handkerchief. Thank you, son. You're a good boy. In your own silly way. Okay, so all your tears were like gathered up in your glove and like you just did that. Like father, like son, I suppose, though it's hard to say who's the bigger fool. Well, Verity, how goes the investigation? Thank you for asking, sir. We have identified the prime suspect, one K. Faraday. We are currently trying... You don't have nearly enough to make her your prime suspect, and you know it. Or have you forgotten what we just discovered about the letter?
Objection!
I told you, that was just a mix-up. They got the wrong pocket. Don't test my patience. Alright, that's enough. Let's just all calm down, shall we? I'm sorry you had to see that, sir. My humblest apologies. I think you've all made up your cases very clearly, all except for you, Eustace. What? But Dad... You're prosecutors, and it is our duty to identify suspects and bring them to justice. But I wouldn't dare call someone a suspect without evidence or a motive. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, I know all about your relationship to the accused. Thick as thieves seem pretty apt based on what I've heard. Kay's no criminal. She's helped us catch the bad guys loads of times. Much about this case is still unclear, sir. Please, you have to let us... It's heartwarming, really. The bonds of friendship are so strong among the young. What did you just burn? But circumstances being what they are, I'm afraid those bonds won't be enough. What the heck is that supposed to mean? The prosecutor's office needs this case cleared up as quickly as possible. Time is oh so precious, and we have so little of it. And there are so many other cases. I'm sorry, but you understand, of course, don't you? Alright, Miss Kay Faraday, time to come along quietly. Yes, sir. You're not taking her. She's innocent, I tell ya. To defy the chairman of the committee is to defy the law itself. It is an act so brazen, a hearing won't be necessary at all. Are you prepared for Mr. Edgeworth to lose his badge over this detective? So either Kay goes down or Mr. Edgeworth loses his badge? What the heck am I supposed to do? You'd use his badge to shield yourselves? Oh, how the committee too has fallen. Kay, you're innocent. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Thank you. We've only known each other for a short while, but you've been very kind. And I'm sorry. Sorry for being a criminal. Your contrition has been noted, Miss Faraday, and will be conveyed to the goddess of justice. Rare Franny moment where she's defending Edgeworth. I know! What happened? And earlier she's saying prosecutors should find the truth. What is this? When I was little, all I wanted was to be like my father. To become an attorney and fight for those who can't fight for themselves. But now my fate is tied to that of this one tiny badge. Badge 2? Against the one tiny badge against the life of a dear acquaintance. Who am I kidding? There's nothing to weigh up here. Discount badge. I guess this is it. Goodbye, Mr. Edgeworth.
Hold it!
Judge Gavel, a moment, please. Yes, what is it? Your badge. What is the meaning of this? I am returning it. From this day forth, I am a prosecutor no longer. Mr. Edgeworth. What are you doing, Miles Edgeworth? Explain yourself right now. You're giving it all up just like that? You can't mean it, sir. Tell me you're kidding, please. If you're not a prosecutor anymore, then what does that make me? I have one duty and one duty alone, to pursue the truth. If being a prosecutor means I must turn a blind eye to the very truth before me, then I will gladly shed the title to be free. I'll carve my own path, one I believe in. I won't let my search for the truth end here. Are you running away from the Von Karma? From me? Say what you will, Franziska. You won't change my mind. So you're leaving me behind again? I'll never forgive you for this. Never. No. This is all my fault. None of this would have happened if it wasn't for me. Wait, Kay, don't go. You stay right where you are, detective. But sir, I'm not a prosecutor anymore. Don't say that. Where you go, I go, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm always there right by your side. There's no need for you to do that now, detective. Simply focus on your job and do what you can. Well now, this is no good, is it? We've let a dangerous criminal run free. I try, and yet it's never enough. There's no need to worry, sir. We'll set up a cordon. She won't get far. She'd better not. I'd be very disappointed in you if she does. He actually looks kinda sus. To be continued. Oh god, and this was just the beginning. Middle, oh my god. This is gonna be a long case. Alright, let's continue. That is already like almost 2 hours in. Alright, April 5th, 5:58 p.m. High Prosecutor's Offices, room 1202. Kay. She's not here either. Where are you? Oh, it's Fender. Knockity knock knock, special visitor. Fender. Whoa, talk about an unhappy face. Everything okay, big guy? You won't earn yourself too many admirers looking like that. What are you doing here? Has something happened? Has something happened, he asks. I'll say. It's been all over the news. A murder in the committee chamber. I'd call that a happening, alright? And what with your hearing being today, I thought... Well, I couldn't help wondering if you were involved. They're reporting it on the news already? Heck yeah, a dead lawyer, young woman on the run. They're laughing it up. It's crazy stuff, but compelling too, I gotta admit. So, are you gonna give me the lowdown or what? Well, actually... Whoa, maybe warn a guy before blowing his mind next time. Things are even crazier than I thought. Actually... This isn't a joke, Fender. Kay's out there somewhere all alone without her memory. Not to mention being the suspect in a murder. That definitely doesn't make things any easier. But where the heck could she have gotten to? You're sure she doesn't remember Zip? I thought she might have come here, but... No luck, huh? Can't say I'm surprised. Sounds like she thinks she's done you wrong. She wouldn't want to cause you even more trouble by rocking up on your doorstep. You'd think I don't know that, but I'm out of places to look. Hey, take a chill pill, compadre. This isn't like you. You're wound up tighter than a clockwork monkey, which isn't a bad thing necessarily. After all, it's got even you running from pillar to post looking to save an innocent from jail. Acting like the attorney I know you were born to be. Look, Fender, I may have given up my badge earlier, but that doesn't mean I've decided to become an attorney. However, Kay isn't just some suspect in a murder to me. She's somebody I've come to know very well, even if we've only been acquainted for a short while. And she'd never harm a fly, let alone another person. Blow my mind twice in 5 minutes, why don't you? Kid's lucky to have you in her corner, champ. I hope you don't mind me saying this, but that's quite the bond that's sprung up between the two of you. Enough to give me and your old man's a run for its money, even. It's nothing like that, really. She just likes to involve herself in my affairs. You can say that again. From what I've seen, she likes to charge into things no holds barred. But she's done you some good, I can tell. You two make a great team. Can't say I'm not a little jealous, seeing as my partner in crime's no longer around. Anyway, you need to track her down? Connections like that don't grow on trees. I should know. Alright, how about this for a plan? You're fresh out of ideas about where she could be, and you just can't walk the streets shouting her name. So why not go back to the source, look into how she lost her memory in the first place. You just might turn up some clues that'll help narrow things down. That's not a bad idea. Based on what she told us, it sounds like it all started at the big building. Then that's where we're headed. Next stop, the big time. And maybe you can give your face the good news on the way. Kay won't come frolicking back into the fold if the first thing she sees is you scowling like that. Very funny. Fender is truly a force of nature all in his own. Okay, why is like Grandma back here? 6:42 PM viewing platform. Sun sure sets quickly. Not even a murder on the premises could make this place close its doors. Gotta chase that last dollar, huh? There's hardly anybody around though. Guess we've got the whole place to ourselves. First step towards proving Kay's innocence is to figure out how she lost her memory. Earth to Miles, we've got some sleuthing to do. This roof rap's paradise all ours, so let's focus up and do what we're good at for Kay, alright? Do what we're good at, huh? I suppose I should be grateful there's at least something we can do. Begin investigation. Alright. Binoculars. You can insert the coin to take a good look at the distant landscape for a few minutes. Kay absolutely would have been all over this, the Kay I know anyway. But for now, I'd better focus my powers of observation of this rooftop. Excuse me. Mr. Edgeworth, we meet again. What are you two doing up here? Well, seeing as we came all this way, we thought we might as well enjoy some cotton candy. What the heck you're doing here? Looking to get yourself in even more hot water? You needn't worry about me, Dr. Hertz. I'll be just fine. Whatever you say, Mr. Soon-to-be ex-prosecutor turned ex-prosecutor. Shot at coming a mile off. Wait, what? You got fired? As I said, you needn't concern yourself with my affairs. If you say so. Oh, how's Kay doing? Uh-oh, did something happen? Yes, we lost her. Maybe I can help. How about an injection? No injections, thank you. Unfortunately, a jab a day does not keep the world's troubles at bay. Yeah, it did get kinda chilly, huh? Come on, let's head home. Alright then, Mr. Edgeworth. Catch you again soon. You have to leave now? Well, at least we don't have to talk to them. Hey you, yeah you, how about some delicious parting clouds cotton candy to brighten your day? Parting clouds? Is it named for the fact that we're so close to the clouds up here? Our gimmick is we take a normal serving of cotton candy and we split it in half. Part it, if you will. Half the candy, same price, double the profit, and we're laughing all the way to the bank. Wow. I don't think your customers will be laughing if you keep sharing that information quite so freely. It looks like a TV for showing announcements from the various companies in the big building. But at the moment, it's just showing a regular broadcast channel. Okay, by the way, ads are gonna be running in a few seconds, so I do apologize for that. I do hope you folks do stick around during the ad break. It does help out the channel a lot. What am I standing here for? The Steel Samurai isn't on today. You want to watch the Steel Samurai? Alright. Pegasus, the winged horse of legend. No, wait. Isn't that the hornet's forehead? So it's a unicorn? No, that can't be right either. Unicorns don't have wings. What's this? There's a little plaque there at the bottom showing the name of the piece. Contradictions. That'll teach me to bother engaging with such things. The beak and wings of a bird and the body of a lion. I guess these statues are meant to guard the peace of this little rooftop haven. I have to say, they're incredibly detailed, almost frighteningly so. Instead of feeling welcomed, I wonder how many people have been scared off by these instead. It's a pretty sizable cherry tree. Its flowers are just in the cusp of full bloom. According to what Kay told us, she was standing beneath this tree until she was pushed and fell. So the person in the raincoat that Kay saw supposedly approached her from the direction of the concession stand. Which would suggest that she was pushed over this railing here. The railing is chest high. You'd have to try really hard to go tumbling over the edge of it. Everything looks sturdy enough though. Because what the hell is this trapdoor? Okay, let's talk to Fender first. So, how did Kay lose her memory? You think there was something she wanted to forget? Maybe some particularly choice words from Miles the Insult comic. Of course not. I wouldn't dream of saying anything so terrible she'd want to forget. Detective Gumshoe, on the other hand, could do with a few more choice words on occasion. Poor guy, I don't envy him one bit. There's a fucking trapdoor, why can't I investigate it? Alright, I guess we deduce. That's not the connection? Really? Eek. Oh my god, you're there? Hi, Kay. Don't mind me. I was just lying in wait. That would make you a criminal, Kay. Perhaps you meant to say laying low. Oh yes, that. Nevertheless, I doubt people will look kindly on a suspect haunting the site of her supposed crime. Surely you understand that, even in your current state. On top of which, while you've been playing hide and go seek, I've been worried sick and frantically trying to find you. Are you mad at me? Of course I am. Now, what were you thinking coming back here? Did you think your amnesia would excuse your recklessness? I came to try and help you get your badge back. What? I thought if I could get my memory back, I might be able to remember killing that poor woman. I thought if I came back to where I lost my memory, maybe I could... There's one thing you haven't lost, you know. Your ability to surpass my expectations at every turn. I couldn't be more certain now that you're the K I know so very well. However, I don't appreciate you being so reckless. Do you hear me? I'm sorry. Seriously, Miles, you're killing me here. You're banking good guy points and then you went and blew it by blowing your top. Good to see you, kiddo. Glad to see you're safe. Come on, bring it in. Okay. That's the spirit. Not now, Fender. Yeesh, I was just trying to lighten the mood. Wait, what's that? Live news now from the big building, where a shocking murder took place earlier today. Police continued their hunt for a young woman known to have been present at the scene. She's considered the prime suspect and police say no effort is being spared in trying to track her down. More at 8. Oh mama, they're not messing around, huh? Big rigs. Over the road, under the road, who knows? Well team, what's the plan? Looks like the clock's ticking down and fast. Indeed, it's only a matter of time before they find us. Alright, first things first. Okay, you're sticking with us from now on, capiche? But I've caused you so much trouble already. You can hardly make things any worse for me at this point. Mr. Edgeworth. Then it's settled. We're in this together like the Three Musketeers. Miles here will be in charge of proving Kay innocent. And I will, believe me. So I'm gonna need you to do everything you can to help him with his investigating, okay, Kay? Yes, of course. Great, now we've gotta move quick. Can't be getting bagged by the boys in blue before we've even started. You two may not have any more to lose, but your Uncle Eddie sure does. Gregory would never forgive me if I got the family office shut down. Like, you're just like standing there. Thank you, Fender. I'm sure I owe you more than I'll ever really know. I hope I've been of help to you so far. Really, I just charged this thing. Okay, why aren't you pairing? Okay, there we go. What do you remember? I came back here because I thought it might jog my memory. How about we go over what you remember one more time? Okay, I was standing under the tree sheltering from the rain. Then I saw a person in a red raincoat and then they pushed me. Can you remember anything specific about the person in the raincoat? I'm sorry, I just can't recall anything. Oh, but there's one thing. I could see the moon over their shoulder as they came closer and closer. The moon? Yes, it's all very fuzzy, but it was in the exact same place as it is right now. Floating up there above the cherry blossoms. So the moon was visible over the mysterious figure's shoulder. Alright, so I guess they were swapped then. That's new information. I should keep it in mind. I keep feeling like there's something just on the edge of my memory. There is? It could be the clue we need. Alright, just let it float on the top of your mind and say whatever comes into your thoughts. Alright, I'm seeing... It's very faint, but I'm seeing a small restaurant, just a counter and some seats, and there's this incredible smell. A beautiful golden soup, not too thick, and it tastes just right. It's filled with delicious noodles, they're firm but not too firm. And that's when a thought crossed my mind. I'm going to order another bowl. Captivating memory, but sadly one that has nothing to do with the case. I want some ramen too, thank you. You used to say that you were the second great thief Yatagarasu. A noble outlaw dedicated to stealing the truth. Do you really not remember any of that? I think you're right. I was a noble. Not a noble K, a noble outlaw. Still, I suppose you got halfway there. Okay, Did we investigate everything? No, wait. TV. As you can see, they're still hard at work up on the 50th floor. That's where the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence hold their disciplinary hearings, correct? That's right. There have been people walking by the windows all evening. This is one serious investigation. Well, this doesn't make our chances of getting out of here with cake any rosier. We'll have to find a way to slip past the press. I'm a cool and mysterious customer, Miles Arino, but I'm no spy. Maybe we can use him as a decoy if things get desperate. Okay, whatever you're thinking, quit it. I can tell it doesn't end well for me. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Looks like this is being broadcast live, which means we're looking at the big building in real time. Does that mean we're on TV too? I don't think so. The camera is far away enough and just dark enough that I think we'll be safe now. At least we'd better be. If Kay spotted, things will go from bad to worse before we know it. As you can see, they're still hard at work up on the 50th floor. Wait, something's very wrong with this picture. And I can use a certain piece of evidence to help me deduce exactly what. That's the 49th floor. Yeah, that's the 49th floor.
Eureka!
Question, how many floors does this building have? Easy, 50, right? Kinda ironic that just a few feet above where the committee works is its ugly little schemes. It's a place where starry-eyed young romantics come to wish for everlasting smoochy times. But then, what's that dark space above the 50th floor? The gloomer underbelly of love? Wait a minute. Exactly. The committee chamber is supposed to be on the top floor directly beneath the viewing platform, but it actually appears to be located one floor below that, clearly contradicting the supposed facts. Maybe whoever wrote the pamphlet made a mistake? Somehow I don't think so, call me crazy, but yes, there appears to be a hidden 51st floor. Wow, and that's where they keep the gloomy underbelly of love? My heart. You didn't need to take it quite so literally, Kay. Good. Then perhaps you can take this more seriously instead. Come on, have you met me, Miles? That might be easier said than done. It'll still be easier than trying to enjoy your so-called jokes. Okay, so we do have that. Is there anything else you can investigate then? I think we've checked out anything, so I think we need to now make a deduction. So I think these two are connected. The moon and where Kay was standing, it's not. How dare. That should have been a connection. What? Okay, thinking back over what Kay has said. The person in the raincoat approached her from the direction of the concession stand, which implies that she was pushed over the railing on the side opposite the stand. She also said that she could see the moon over this person's shoulder, but when we checked just now, the moon was in a different location than expected. Yet, Kay claims it's currently in the same spot in the sky as on the night of the incident. This throws the positions of the moon and the person in the raincoat out of alignment with her story. I think her memories may have been confused somehow. What's more, if she really had been pushed over that railing, she would have never survived the fall. Therefore, I must conclude that she may not have fallen where she thought she did. Okay, so I think these two are now things that's connected. Okay, good. You may have fallen, Kay, but it couldn't have been over that railing. Because if you had, you wouldn't be alive now to tell the tale. But I definitely remember standing under that tree. If I was pushed, the only way I could have fallen is over that railing, isn't it? Not unless the ground opened up and swallowed you whole. The ground can just open up like that? How? My bad, not a joking matter. Sorry, kiddo. But it may also be closer to the truth than you think, Fender. Let's take another look at the ground in that area. There's a chance we might have missed something. Yes, we missed the trapdoor. Kay couldn't have fallen over the railing, so where did she fall? There must be a clue around here somewhere. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. The ground here is covered with cherry blossoms. Even though the tree's not in full bloom yet, the strong wind appears blowing the petals right off. It would have been nice if they'd thought to tidy up just a little though. What's this? Looks like a service hatch. Kay, do you think you might have fallen down here instead? Nah, you'd never be as clumsy as that. I'm sorry, I just can't say one way or the other. My bad, kiddo. Just another one of my silly musings. You don't have to take me so seriously, you know. I don't? Never? Well, maybe not never. If I told you to leap lyrically into my arms. Fender. Chill, Miles Reno. Where's your sense of whimsy? So, never then. Ouch. Talk about a deep cut. Alright, so... So I think there's... I only have 2 left. So it's down the hatch in the 51st floor. There we go. How has no one noticed a floor between the 50th floor and the viewing platform until just now? How's no one noticed? They should have been noticed. You got me there. Kinda hard to hide a set of stairs going up to it, if you ask me. That's precisely it. Things like stairs that are normally out in the open going unnoticed by people seems a little bit implausible. Which can only mean the 51st floor is no ordinary floor and can't be reached by ordinary means. Then we'll just have to reach it through extraordinary means, right? I don't know about extraordinary means, but maybe let's go for unconventional. Indeed. Consider, if you will, the hatch we found by the cherry tree. What would you expect to find on the other side of such a hatch? A room of some kind, perhaps. Oh, a secret room. Now you're talking my language. Let's go take a look. Alright, there we go. What is this place? Look at all that stuff down there. Is it a storeroom? Whatever it is, I think we can safely say that this is where you fell. Go team, strike one mystery off the list. Yes, but the greater mystery of Kay's memory loss remains unsolved. We have a red rain-coated figure who can walk on air to account for among other things. Hey, can't the guy bask in his success for a second? So if we found the hidden storeroom, I vote we scooch on down and check it out. We have pretty much exhausted everything up here, and it can't hurt to take a look. Investigation completes. Is that you, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, wait. This is Emma. Emma, what are you doing here? I heard about what happened from Detective Gumshoe. I was in the area, so I thought I'd come by and see what's going on. This is Emma Sky. She's a high school student, currently studying in Europe to become a forensic scientist. The younger sister of a former superior of mine. We've also stood in court together. Classic theme too, yes. Younger Emma before she was like, I don't care about my job anymore, come on. And like eating on the job. 7 years later. The detective called me up in a panic. He said your badge fell off the big building and that Kay was in a man's suit and... Hold it right there. Didn't you just leave to go back to Europe a few days ago? And you're back again already? Yep, I'm here with one of my professors. Shouldn't you be super jet lagged if that's the case? But not to do any school work or anything, just some interpreting. Then shouldn't you be off doing that instead of gallivanting around the crime scene? Oh, it's fine. There's this wonderful thing called body language after all. That's not an actual language, Emma. Anyway, never mind me. This is about Kay. How is she? Where is she? Ah, shucks. Isn't that sweet, Kay Meister? Your little friend is worried about you. Oh, yes. Who's this guy? Don't tell me you went out and got a new assistant, Mr. Edgeworth. Heh, very funny, young lady. It's actually the other way around, I'll have you know. Eddie Fender, attorney at law, and senior partner at Edgeworth & Co. Law Offices. Edgeworth? So you are his assistant? Wait, attorney? Since when were you a defense attorney? I'm not. To say it's complicated is an understatement. Let's not sweat the details for now, yeah? First things first. But an attorney, Mr. Edgeworth? Really? Oof. It's like I'm not even here. What is this? Some kind of weird experiment? Perhaps we should head down below. I'll explain there. I agree. The police could be here any minute. And who's this? I'll explain later, Emma. Come on, time to go. Oh, alright, but you'd better explain yourself, Mr. Hotshot Pro Attorney. Trust me, I'll explain that too. Okie dokie do. Down the hatch we go. Can we like just push Kate down there so that she regains her memory? Alright. Investigating the storm. Alright, so looking at the time, I think we're 2.5 hours in stream already, and I think I will have to end here. Yeah, I think that's a good place to end. So hopefully in the next session we finish the middle part and get to the end, at least start the end part already. So yeah. All right, let's let the timestamp play. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. I wonder where that is. Okay, let's save again. Why not? I wonder what screenshot we'll get now. Oh, alright. This is an interesting image. Alright. Everyone, that would be it for the night. Thank you very much for joining in. I really do appreciate it. So yeah, tomorrow we continue this. We do more of the case. Hopefully we get to the end part. This seems like a long case, but it is interesting so far. Alright, seems kinda sus. I think Judge Mommy did it. Anyway. Alright, yeah, again, please do not forget to check out the socials. The socials come out. Yeah, YouTube, TikTok, Blue Sky. If you are in YouTube, hi YouTube, you are simulcasting there right now. I would appreciate it if If you are in YouTube, you hit that subscribe button. It helps out the channel a lot. We are aiming to get to 1,000 subscribers by the middle of the year, so hopefully we would get that. And if you are in Twitch and you are watching and you enjoy content like this, consider giving the channel a follow as well. All right.
Coburn64 backseats with Hi YouTube. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, what Coburn says. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All right. Yep. We continue tomorrow, but let us find someone to raid for now. All right, who is on? I don't think anyone's playing Ace Attorney tonight. Anyway, all right, let's find someone to raid. Alright, wait. Are you about to end? I think you're nearing ending. How about you? Okay, I guess we're reading Snatch. Snatch is playing SMW right now. He is playing the Unknown, so let's go say hi. I think he's in the last world. I remember this is part of the last. Yeah, this is the last world. Alright, let's raid Snatch. Yep, let's go say hi to Snatch. Alright. I guess that would be it. So I will see you all tomorrow. So everyone, thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day, rest of your night, and I will see you all next time. Bye.